Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP coming at you with a rapid reaction for Fastlane 2021. So, I actually thought this was going to be a little different. So, I have some family in the house, so I can't be as loud as I normally am. And I probably won't be as long as I normally am either. Um, but yeah, just but since this is Fastlane, this was a show that really took the cake, you know. Hopefully, I should not be doing this as much. Displaying my, uh, expressing my happiness and joy for what you see on WrestleMania. Um, but let's just go ahead. Let's get into Fastlane. Let's start off with the kickoff show. The United States title: Ali versus Riddle. Really, really good match. 3 stars. At one point, there's a great sequence where Riddle, where Riddle and Ali are getting together and they're doing like some small package suplex stuff. Then Ali rolls into the Koji clutch, but Ali ends it with the he gets into it with the bro Derek from the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Now Riddle wins, retains the United States Championship. After the match, Ali does his normal yelling at the Retribution. Reckoning walks out. Slapjack walks out. Dio Madden, Mace, and T-Bar, they give us the double choke slam to Ali, and so it looks like Retribution is no longer. So that was something. Either Retribution is no longer, or it's without Ali as his leader. So, with that said, United States title match, I give it 3 stars. Then we start off the main show. We start off with the tag match between VIA and Bianca against the champions Baszler and Jax. Pretty average tag match here. Reginald doesn't get really too much involved, which is I think might be okay with some people. The ending was very interesting as the Banks thing was put on the Shayna Baszler from Sasha Banks. Now Jax comes in to break it up, but uh, what's her face Bianca comes in to stop it. Naya pushes Sasha on top of or pushes Bianca on top of Sasha, and they have a little bit of a disagreement between Bianca and Sasha. Sasha gets rolled up by Baszler, and the girls retain. 2.5 stars. Um, this is probably more or less an angle than it was a match. An angle that was put into a match because at the end we get them snapping back at each other. Sasha Banks slaps uh, Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair can do nothing but just point to the sign that says, "Okay, wait till WrestleMania. You gonna get yours for that slap." So there it was. The IC Championship was on the line. Big E versus Apollo Crews. Uh, this one was okay. This one was short. It was meant to be because I think they're going to do something bigger and better at WrestleMania, of course. Uh, but it was kind of screwed up because um, there was a small package from Apollo. And what Apollo should have did was Apollo should have let go of he should have let go of Big E's leg so that Big E could reset and be into a fisherman carry or fireman's carry, whatever type of position, had him hooked up for the victory. Because basically what happened was the referee counted 5 times. She went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was it. So I think that's on Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews should have let go of Big E's leg a little bit sooner. Um, so it was yeah. So it was bad luck, bad screw up. 2 stars because it was short and because of the screw up there at the end. At the end, Apollo did beat down Apollo. Big E gave him 3 three angle slam. Stepped on him and gave us the whole thing about yes and this and all that stuff. So, like I said, this is obviously going to be a rematch at WrestleMania and should be bigger and better. So, hopefully that's what it was. Next was supposed to be Strowman and Shane McMahon, although Shane McMahon early in the day sprained his leg and it could not, he could not do it. So that's what happens, and then yada yada yada. He comes out, and they're doing that something where he's coming out on crutches, and Elias is trying to get him to do something like WrestleMania performance, and it's not real good, right? So he's trying to do that, and so what does he have him do? He has him face Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman takes on Elias now, and it was what it was. Nothing really special. Nothing really special at all. A half a star. It was just yeah. It was what it was. Um, Next was Rollins and Nakamura, and it was just I don't know. I don't think these guys really have good chemistry. I don't know, or they don't have good chemistry, but they don't have the chemistry that I think everybody wants. Where everybody says Rollins versus Nakamura, hey, could be one of those 5-star classics. But it's I think either one, the chemistry is there, or two, that's not what the story is supposed to tell. The story is supposed to tell it's just the story of Shinsuke sticking up for his friend Cesaro, um, but not getting the job done, and that's what this story told. It was good stuff. It was a good match. It was it was 3-star match. Pretty good. Rollins went over with the victory. So again, like I said, Rollins gets the victory, heads on the WrestleMania, faces Cesaro. So we'll see where all things hang out on that. The next match was the no holds barred match between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre for the battle these two have had. And this was actually probably the worst of the three. I would say probably of the ones that they've had recently. But this still was really good. 4 stars. They went all over the place and fought. And so we finished with a bro kit, which is on replay looks amazing. To Sheamus and a victory for Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre wins. He gets that all important momentum heading into WrestleMania to take on Bobby Lashley. Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. I wondered what this was going to be. I wondered what this was going to be. What was this going? Was this going to be some type of thing? And it really was. It was just like some silly shit. It was obviously pre-recorded. They did some stuff with fireballs and raising fire. They had the stuff fall from the thing to try to fall on Randy Orton, and then the Fiend rose from the dead from under the ring. He put his sister Abigail to Randy Orton. Elizabeth covered him 1, 2, 3. So. She won, I guess. Some could say there was disqualification. Why wasn't it disqualification? It wasn't a no disqualification match. So why wasn't it? Why didn't Randy Orton win? Why was it not a disqualification? And then Randy Orton should have won. But whatever. It was what it was. Was what it is. A quarter of a star. Yeah, whatever. Not even that good enough entertainment value, really. And finally, the Universal title match between Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns was really, really good. Again, I liked it. Some good stuff. Just, both guys was great. Roman's been on Roman. We talk about Sheamus being on his great run. Roman just coming back from has been on a hell of a run as well. Just amazing the stuff he has done just coming back from being off of quarantine. It's amazing what he's done. We know the good stuff Brandon can do, and it's all good stuff throughout the match. Darren Bryan mat wrestling, Roman Reigns using more of a power based game plan. I loved it. A lot of times to this, the ref gets bumped in the match, and Edge has to come in. Jey Uso comes in, super kicks Edge, tries to get Dan Bryan with a chair, but he misses. Bryan takes a chair, goes after Roman Reigns, hits Edge accidentally, and then Roman and Bryan get into it. That's who Bryan gets into. Bryan gets the yes lock onto Roman Reigns for about the third or fourth time in the match, and Roman starts to pass out. Roman actually taps, but Edge so infuriated with getting hit with a chair from Bryan, just hits Roman with a chair, and then he leaves and walks out. And then finally another ref comes down, and Roman Reigns puts his arm over Daniel Bryan, and it's 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins. It's a very interesting way to end that match. Again, great match. I give it 4.25 star. But you end that match almost with the thing as if you're going to make this a triple threat. And I don't see why would this be made a triple threat? I don't see. He won the Royal Rumble. This is you want this is the one of the things that get me. You win the Royal Rumble shot for the match at WrestleMania, right? You get that match, and then they want to do something to make it a triple threat. Now, I will say this: this isn't the Becky Lynch situation, because Vince and WWE already had the match. The main event for WrestleMania 35 was already locked in. It was Charlotte versus Ronda. It was already there. Becky Lynch got hot, and I guess they couldn't keep her out of the main event. I wouldn't have put in the main event, but I guess what they didn't want what happened at WrestleMania 34. With the crowd turning on the match with Lesnar and Roman, so they didn't want the crowd turning on the match between Charlotte and Ronda, so they tried to put Becky in there and give her the titles. But I still say that was the wrong idea. They should have just had Becky versus Asuka and have Becky win the SmackDown Women's Championship anyway. But that's not this situation where they have to make it a triple threat match. Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble. No, there's that should be very, very rare when you do that. Where the winner of the Royal Rumble chooses the champion and then the third person is added. That should be very rare. So it shouldn't happen in this situation, because Edge should win, and he should be the winner going to face Roman. Daniel Bryan shouldn't be in this match. And I didn't believe it at first, but after what happened tonight, I am now maybe on that believable train as if that are we actually going to get a triple threat match? Which, listen, it'll be good, but it just, I don't know if that's the way it goes. That, and also another thing that scares me is that I've been saying that for as good as Roman has been, he doesn't need to lose the championship. The championship should be on Roman Reigns for the longest time. He shouldn't lose it until sometime in 2023. That's how good he is. But also adding the triple threat match to WrestleMania also makes it seem that then you can have Edge win the championship without beating Roman Reigns, because then he'll beat Daniel Bryan for the title. So again, like I just said, I want Roman Reigns to hold that championship for at least another year and a half, before we even think about taking it off of him. Taking the title off of Roman Reigns is what should lead to him snapping, going after The Rock, and then having the match at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood, having the Reigns Rock match. Then that should lead to everything. That should lead to that match. So that's the way I see it. But yeah, it was a good match for and for a star. So yeah. That was it for WWE Fastlane 2021. I think even though we had a 3-star match, a 4-star match, and a 4 1/4-star match, I don't know. I think that I can see where this match wasn't all of that. We had 2 matches under 1 star, and we had a couple of 2-star, a 2-star match with the thing and that IC title, 2.5 winners tag match. I'm not sure. This is probably just an okay. This is okay pay per view. And I'll say this again as well. They really need to just go from the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. Stop doing these other pay per views in between. No more Elimination Chamber. No more Fastlane. Just go from Royal Rumble straight to WrestleMania. Build your things. If you want to have an event in between, that's fine. I'll be okay with that. Like if you want to have some type of special, match where champions night on Champions Week, something like that, or you have like a small thing there on like Fox Net or something like that, or on a network. I don't know, maybe not on a network, but somewhere like on Fox Sports One, something like that. That'd be good, but there should be no more pay-per-views between Royal Rumble and Fastlane. This year proved it. Doesn't need it. It can screw things up. All right, y'all. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this review. Let me know what you guys think about all of the matches. Give me your ratings and let me know what you think. Listen, WrestleMania is coming up, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about doing as we get there, as we go there. It's gonna be fun. I decided make sure you're here, click the notification bell, so that anytime I go live or anytime I put out a video, you will get it. Speaking of that, next week, again, 2 That's a Shoots. We got the normal That's a Shoot on Friday, and then a special That's a Shoot collab with my top 10 list as I redo the top 10 WrestleMania moments of all time. That's going to be there, so you're not going to want to forget that. Um, so yeah, have some fun. Or actually, as I said that, actually, that may not be a That's a Shoot. And it may not be next Saturday. That's why I have it. I think I'm just going to supposed to work on it next Saturday. I don't think I'm going to put it out next Saturday. So, but I do think I will. I think I will make it a collab of That's a Shoot and the top 10 list. So, I think I will do that. So, but just make sure to look out for the next That's a Shoot. That's Friday. Next Friday, it will be out. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.